is Terence Shenoy and welcome to my channel Dream Achievers. In this channel, in every video, I give you a success tip to help you in the next level of your growth to become the success you would love to be. Today, I'm giving you success tip number 3. And this is follow your passion. Now this is something most of us have heard about, but most people find it very tough to do. Today, there are 3 kinds of people who will be watching this video. The first, which are probably the minority, are the people who have already understood their passion and are following it fully. The second category would be people who understand their passion but for some reason are unable to follow it. And of course, the majority would probably be in the third category. They do not know what is their passion. Now, what is passion? Passion is not something that you look from your mind to see what is it that I'm passionate about. Passion, according to me, is something that you feel from within. It is something that comes from your heart. It's some feeling, a strong feeling that makes you think, this is what I'd love to do. And when you follow your heart and do what you love to do, you really never have to work a day in your life. Work becomes pleasure. Work is a hobby. Isn't that a wonderful way to go through life? Many times people may be successful, but if they are not following their heart, they are not following what they love to do, despite all the external success, they still feel unsatisfied. They still feel unfulfilled because they have not followed their heart. Now, what stops us from finding our passion? And if we have found it, what stops us from following it? Well, it is the mindset. It is society. It is our family. It is about doing what is conventional, what is practical, what can earn us money. Invariably, what our heart tells us to do is not so practical by normal society. It is something that many times our family does not support us with. It looks very risky. And yes, it would be very tough in the beginning. But if you love doing it and keep at it long enough, you will excel in it and you will probably earn a lot more money and success than you would have if you are doing something that your heart is not fully into. So, how do you discover your passion? Well, one way that I have discovered that could help you understand what is your real passion. First, take money out of the way. Let's assume you have already got all the money you want. Second, family support is not an issue. They are supporting you to the hilt. 3, your friends and society are also supporting you. If all these 3 factors are there, money not an issue, family not an issue, friends and society not an issue, what would you love doing, even if it is for free? Ask yourself this question, what would you love doing? If money was not an issue, family was not an issue, what society thought was not an issue, what would you love doing for free? That will probably give you the answer. What is your passion? However, reality is that invariably what we would love doing, in many cases, not in all cases, in many cases, is something that does not appear practical, realistic, to earn money according to our mindset, according to what family thinks, according to what society thinks. And this makes us suppress our desires. This makes us think, maybe later I will follow it. Maybe tomorrow, day after, few years from now, I will do that. But is that the right option? Personally, I think no. So, following a passion also requires another major quality, the ability to take risk. And frankly, one cannot be very successful in life if you do not take risk. You cannot be really very successful in life if you are going to listen to everybody around you. What should you do? What is the practical thing to do? What is the realistic thing to do? Now, there are some people who discover their passion only after they get into a job. They get into a job which they do not like, but later they fall in love with the job and do wonderful things, change society in that job. One wise person said, first option, do the job you love. Second option, if you cannot find the job you love, learn to love the job you do. And there are many people who have achieved extraordinary things by learning to love the job they do. The second option, there is no risk, or rather, risk is minimized. The second option, society, family is more with you, so it becomes a little easier. So it is your choice which you would like to do, but once you do something that you really love, you have a reason to jump out of bed 7 days a week. You have no more Monday morning blues. You no longer look forward to the weekends because every day is an enjoyable day. Every day is a fun day. More than 35 years ago, when I was sitting in a training program, I suddenly realized this is what I would love to do. I would like to become a trainer in the personal development space. At that time, training was not common. At that time, organizations had no budget even for training. There were very few people who were in the training field. It took me 6 years to get started. When I first approached organizations, approached my friends in HR, the first question they asked, where have you already done training? What training have you done? And this is a typical catch-22 situation. I was just getting started, I had no track record. And after 5-6 years, not able to get a breakthrough in the conventional sense, I decided if I was going to become a trainer, I had to do it on my own. And nobody could stop me from doing a public program. And I still remember the date, 26 January 1989, when I did my first public workshop. Now, commercially, that was a disaster. It was a loss. But the biggest success for me was, once I did that program, I knew, I felt within, yes, this is what I would love to do. And I continued to do it, initially part-time, for the next 7-8 years, before I made it a full-time profession. And today, for the past 30 years, I have been living my dream, following my passion. There are many people who think that this is their passion, but unless they start doing it, only then they realize, is this my cup of tea or no? And sometimes there are some people who have to try 3, 4, 5 different things before they really get the feeling, yes, this is what I love doing and what I would like to continue doing. So it doesn't matter whether you explore 4 or 5 options, whether you learn to love your job, or whether you go after what makes your heart sing. But once you follow your passion, you are satisfied. You have much less stress. You achieve something which is very rare. You feel fulfilled in what you do. In my next video, I'm going to give you some examples of people who got into a job which they were not passionate about, but made it their passion. They fell in love with their job and did phenomenal things in their space and made an impact on the country as well. In the next video, I'm also going to share with you that it is never too late to start following your passion. Many of us think, no, it is too late. It is never too late to follow your passion. So, please put in the comment section below, what does your heart say you should do? It doesn't matter whether you're following it or not. Think about it, dream about it, get excited about it, and you'll probably get into action sooner or later. I would love to see your comments. Are you already following your passion? What do you think your passion is? What is stopping you from doing it? Is it family? Is it society? Or the biggest stopper is ourselves, not anyone else. Once you believe in what you want to do, wonders happen. See you in the next video, and please subscribe if you have not yet already, so that you get a notification about my next video.